what's up guys? As Clash Royale has balanced their game a bit better with nerfing Evolved Lumberjack and Goblin Stein and a ton of the cards that were breaking the meta, Royal Recruits, my main deck in the game, has reached rank 1 in the world again. And it's by far one of the best options to push up ranks with. By using Recruits, Zappies, and Fly Machine as win conditions, you can defend and attack at the same time. For instance, if you're going for Hog Raiders, Balloons, or Golems, you're not going to be killing your opponent's cards. Each time you apply pressure with Recruits, your opponent's units on defense will get damaged down, so you won't have to respond near as much on defense. This makes Royal Recruits an easier option for anyone that wants to learn a new deck. You'll always have the ability to take towers with Royal Recruits and Fly Machines, but if you don't, it's less likely that the opponent's counter push will kill you. This new friendly strategy destroys bait decks with Electric Spirit, Arrows, and Barber, and dominates tank decks with Zappies to stun and Goblin Cage to suck in and erase from existence. This is one of the first decks that I upgraded to level 15 as my main deck in the game. It's ranked number 1 in the world right now, and it's been one of the best decks in the game for years. So let's recruit some wins and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. And lots of recruits love everyone that's supporting the channel with creator code SirTag, making the higher for videos possible. Okay, low. Let's take your towers down low. All right, our strat here is to wait and see what they're going to do. Typically, we do not want to be cycling something too aggressively. I could go Royal Hogs if you cycle anything in the back, and that's exactly what you're doing. Royal Recruits first play is not a bad decision by our opponent, and after we see Lumberjack, I'm expecting it to be Royal Recruits Balloon. There's a chance it's something funky and weird, but for the most part, I would say Royal Recruits Balloon with Lumberjack is pretty common with Fishermen. So fighting on our side of the arena is fantastic because we get the tower to help out. We can Fly Machine as well, just to guarantee he doesn't take anything else out. This is a good position for us to be in because we take literally no damage. We get counter push, and we're up a sizable chunk, like 1,000 damage left side. Ooh, if I prediction Electric Spirited on those bats, that would have been awesome. But how am I supposed to know bro is going to have bats with Royal Recruits and Lumberjack? Like, no one plays that, so it's a bit interesting to see that. I think that Electric Spirit is going to be better safe for us on defense when our guy decides to go in for a bats. So I'm going to go and cycle 2 Zappies towards the Little Prince and potentially get ready for this guy to go and ram us with Recruits. Okay, so pretty common strat, again, to see someone going for a balloon like that. We're going to go out and shimmy and cycle our Electric Spirit and then drop our Zappies with our Fly Machine on defense against the balloon. Hopefully get 0 hits. So clutch, man. And Little Prince reset because it moved forward slightly. I can't get Royal Hogs here. I can predict bats with arrows. I think that was worth it. I mean, that's 2 hits on the tower. That's more than an arrows damage gets on the tower. So we're about it. That's what's up. Paying attention to the opponent's card cycle can definitely drag them down a little bit lower. This guy might not be laughing out loud anymore. I don't know. He's just like lowing. He's lowing. That's what's up. Okay, so since we pinned his deck right at the start when we saw the Recruits and the Lumberjack, we got a pretty nice advantage. We also read him like a book because we were able to hit the prediction. So I think he's mentally shattered a little bit, especially since he's continuously fighting on our side of the arena. But even if you pull in a Zappy, I'm okay with that. That one Zappy can die for the greater good of me spamming as many Recruits as I can, keeping them all alive, and making you a furious lad. So I'm going to go for a Electric Spirit on the bats when it comes down. Okay, never mind. That's a little bit deeper than I would want to go with my Electric Spirit. I don't think it can go that far, but it's still fine. Stupidly good spot for us to be in. Usually, we want our opponent to go Royal Recruits, and if he continuously does that, that's actually exactly where we want to be. We want to be fighting on our side of the arena or in the middle, worst case scenario. I think we're going to fight more towards the middle at this point, which is okay. Just want to keep our Zappies alive. There's also a chance that that was the wrong play. You know, maybe we should have fought closer to our side. Still okay, though, because we have the Fly Machine, so I'm not super scared here. The only downside is that Lumberjack is going to hurt. We're going to use our Royal Hogs because I do think that the Fisherman would lock onto my tower, and I don't want that to happen. If he goes Recruits, he's still going to get cooked by this Fly Machine, so I really enjoy that decision for us. These Recruits at the bridge seems silly, a little bit stupid. What if I can kill his... Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't kill the Little Prince in time. This is bad, actually. Wait, this is pretty freaking bad. And he go all Zappies in one side, and then he could balloon me. No. He's going in. He's going in. We're chill. We could eat most of the Lumberjack here, and I think that's the right play. Even though we're eating a bunch of damage, I can go Royal Hogs and then guarantee that we keep our Fly Machine alive and then force him to go in for bats, probably. Yeah, so we're going to Electric Spirit on the bats and then hit the tower. These bats are non-stop predicted every single time, my dude. That's what we like to see. All right, he's going to go for a balloon because he kind of has to at this point. Arrows don't do enough damage, but he's got to balloon me if he has any shot at winning. We're going to go Goblin Cage up top. We're going to arrows here, and we're just going to cycle Royal Hogs one more time to win this game because there's really no way that that's going to take my tower. I think that if we go in for a Royal Hogs, we should be able to get them pretty good. So I'm going to go and cycle them as soon as we can guarantee the defense, and that should be it. The Lumberjack is not going to do enough. It's going to get caught on that Zappy, and we're going to arrows him and walk away with a dub. Very dominant win. It was calculative too. Like, I took those 2 balloon hits because I was guaranteed to get the bag with the piggies in the end. We're starting the day ranked at 9,400 in the world. All right, so getting into the game here, we're going to cycle recruits in the back. We saw skeletons at a log, and the guy's got Earthquake in his clan, so it's probably going to be some type of Royal Hogs deck with Earthquake. Nah, bro's got Hunter, so not necessarily a card that I'm used to seeing with a Royal Hogs deck, but there's a chance that it is Hunter. I mean, Hunter was everywhere when Rune Giant buffed it. Maybe this guy didn't get the memo. Anyway, we're going to go for a Royal Hogs on the left side. Going directly into a Royal Ghost is not my idea of a good game, but it's still decent. It's actually not that bad. There's no shame in this game right now with the Royal Recruits damage that we got on the right side. We're going to sacrifice the Electro Spirit really early on and make sure that the Ghost has a long way to walk. Then our Princess Tower was able to hit it a couple times before it went invisible again. Finding out that our opponent has Lightning with Fisherman and Hunter makes me think Royal Giant. So I want to just cycle Zappies and then go Recruits at the river. Reason why I like going for Zappies is it's only a 4 elixir investment. And another big benefit of doing that is if your opponent spams India, you can defend the other side with a Goblin Cage and still have enough elixir. Or you can go in for Royal Recruits at the bridge and you have the adaptability. So you can play aggressive or defensive and you save a lot more time doing that. So if we're able to snipe this Hunter, which we should, guy might already be cooked. All I need to do is defend this, and I think it's very possible. I'm going to go Cage directly on top of the Royal Giant because when it pops, we want to make sure that it's going to just immediately be on where we want it to be. And you know what? For all intents and purposes, I think this guy lost. He's legitimately spamming pretty much all of his elixir at the bridge, and if we Barbarill on the skeletons, he is dead. So, I don't know. I like playing Royal Recruits because of that. If you're able to take towers early, you're going to lock up the rest of the game with Evolved Goblin Cage, Zappies, and Recruits. Very hard to break through that.
A few dominance is asserted later.
My guy was undeniably desperate trying to take our other tower, and he got down to 600, but in doing that, he lost his other tower down to 1,200 and almost got 3 crowned. And after demonstrating why Royal Recruits are the superior royalty into Royal Giant, we pushed up to 7,400 in the world. All right, so after winning a couple games that we weren't able to put in the video since they were a bit too easy, we are now playing against the hard boy. So hopefully this match is going to be a little bit harder. You guys know the deal. If we're playing against someone with wall breakers, it's probably going to be either a Recruits deck or a Mega Knight deck. In either situation, I'm okay with it. I'm going to go Royal Hogs here because we still have the ability to go in for a Barbarill on top of the Skeleton Barrel. And then I want to get a really nice arrows. Ideally, I'm going to hit some other stuff. Please? Yo! There's no way! Already, we won in 30 seconds. This game is not real. As I've been saying before, Recruits are so good on offense if the opponent messes up. And all we have to do here is defend, and I think that should be possible with the majority of the Recruits on the left side and then immediately Electro Spiriting. He's not going to take our tower here, right? I think I'm okay. As long as we're able to defend the Recruits on the right, we're all right. And that's fine, right? Maybe? I'm going to go Skeleton Barrel counter, pull back with Goblin Cage. It doesn't pull in the Skeleton Barrel, unfortunately, but yeah. We won this one. We shut the door in his face. He's locked up in the cage as we lock up the win. Yeah, this guy realized the game was forfeit, so he left the match. Genuinely, if you have one good arrows and an even Royal Recruits matchup, the game is an easy snatch. We 3-crowned the guy and he gave us the double thumbs up. Appreciate you, man. We'll bounce on to the next one. And we've had such an easy ride, all the way to 4,000 in the world. All right, maybe this guy will be the challenge. He's got the 21 in the banner after all, so let's see what he's got. I definitely want to wait and see what our opponent's going to do since I should respect him a little bit more. Yeah, we're going to go Zappies all on one side. I don't think he's going to have Fireball. There's a chance, but it's unlikely. Also, the best thing about Zappies is if they fire at the same time, they suck. But if they fire at different points, then they stun each time they attack. So you can get 3 different stuns off back to back to back. So then your opponent can't attack. And it's really good against Electro Giant especially. You want to make sure that your Zappies don't attack at the same time so their stuns don't overlap. Okay, so this guy is going to be running the Pekka deck for sure, right? We saw Battle Ram, see Royal Ghost, and we see Electro Wizard. So I think our best answer here is to just go for a Barbarian Barrel. So game plan is to use an Electro Spirit and then Barbarill on top of the rest of his stuff. Should be good to go on defense. Okay, it didn't really matter that much. don't think the barbell did anything, unless it tanks. Oh, the barbell actively made us in a worse spot, because then I have to defend the bandit by pushing it away with our Zappies. The Illuminati triangle. Wait, it didn't even work. It literally took no damage besides zap. My Zappies were pitiful. They summoned the zap from our opponent. Okay, I see their strategy. They're trying to grief my game. So if I go for Royal Recruits in the back and we build up a big push, I think that's going to be our best bet. Playing against a Pekka player with this type of strategy means that he's definitely going to be using his Battle Ram whenever he can. But if he's going into Royal Recruits, it's not necessarily going to be that easy for him to defend evolved ones on the other side. His Royal Ghost is going to get baited out, and then we should be able to Fly Machine to subtly snipe his Pekka. That's at least my game plan right now. So we'll see how it goes. We'll do this, and we're going to get ready. Maybe we can go for Royal Hogs because he just uses Royal Ghost. It seems like he's just going to all in me, and he doesn't really care about his tower, which is a respectable move. That is sometimes how these people play. Literally, I don't think he has any type of defense available for him, so all I have to do is somehow defend this Pekka, and we're chilling. I'm going to go in for a Electro Spirit here. We can pull in the Pekka, and then, yeah, the Pekka's going to die. The recruits are on the tower. Wait, why did I not arrows that earlier? Am I just having zero brain cells right now? I think it's a zero brain cell moment. This dude's toast. He's roasted and toasted, and he's about to get ghosted because he didn't ghost. So, yeah, I mean, if you defend these Royal Hogs, I'd be impressed. I hope that doesn't happen, though. I really hope you don't stop my piggies, bro. Don't do it. One more touch. Yeah, buddy! Let's go! 3 crown. I'm telling you, this is actually the easiest deck to play on ladder. Every single person I played against has gotten raffle stomped without me trying. So if you guys want to push up ladder right now, I do think that Royal Recruits, Royal Hogs have gotten so much better in the game. And there's a reason that it's ranked 1 in the world. People do not know how to beat it. If you play it half effectively, you're just going to be able to build up pushes with recruits, and it's way harder to stop than it is to play. And that's how we've made our way to 3,400 in the world with no challenge. Here we go. Maybe this will be the first challenging game all day. Who knows? We're going to go in for our Goblin Cage as soon as we can in the middle. And I like cycling that. I think it's a little bit safer than going in for Royal Recruits in the back first play. I think if you go Goblin Cage, you're going to get to the evolution. It forces the opponent to spam it into you, and you still passively get a high value card. So, I mean, if they don't respond and you get a 4 elixir Goblin Cage Brawler, it's kind of good for you, honestly. What if we can activate King Tower here? I don't think so, but maybe. I missed it. I think if it was a 1 tile lower, we could have. I don't know in that positioning if it was possible. Anyway, we're going to go Royal Recruits because I want to apply pressure. And cycling 4 of them in one side is definitely a little bit better than going for Zappies and then just like losing the Zappies. We're going to split up our Zappies here with the recruits. The fact that the dude has an underleveled Elixir Collector is crazy at top 3,000 in the world. What is he playing? Electro Dragon, Ice... It's got to be a Golem deck, right? Can we go Fly Machine and snipe it, or does it lock onto the Elixir Collector? I think it's on the tower. No, it's Elixir Collector! Oh my gosh! Beautiful. I didn't know that. I actually had no clue. I've been playing this deck for forever, and somehow I didn't know. I feel like a fool. You know what's even more foolish? Cycling a Lumberjack like that, my guy. That is a waste of Elixir, and I appreciate it. So I'm definitely going to go for Royal Hogs. I'm going to split 3 and 1. Then he still has to respond to the Goblin Cage Brawler, because it will kill most of the Golem. Kind of like that. Kind of like that. Because the Goblin Cage Brawler is now going to stay alive a lot longer on the Golem. And I think he's in a bad spot. Oh my gosh, dude. What is up with every person and their mother all-inning me? Like this guy, the last Pekka player, they just all in all the time. And there's no thought process. It's just all in city, bro. I don't understand. We're going to isolate the Elite Barbarian so we can kill them a bit quicker. And then we're going to try to use the Barbarian Barrel here on top of the Ice Wizard. Unfortunately, the E-Barb's still alive. That kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I guess sometimes people just all in you and they don't really want to play the game correctly, so that's how they play. I'm going to go for an Electro Spirit here, and we're going to go directly into Electro Dragon, so that's going to be bad. Obviously, Electro Dragon Evolution is still overpowered if you don't have Lightning, so definitely a good situation for our guy.
I can't believe today was a good day.
It's not the way that we wanted to play at all. It is what it is, though. We're going to go for Zappies on one side. He's going to go for an Elixir Collector, so if you lose that tower, you're kind of destroyed, man. So our strat here is going to go Fly Machine, base out our stuff, and then go dual lane pressure, because I don't think he defends the right side, if I'm being honest. I don't think it's going to happen. We'll see. We'll see, though. See if this guy decides to destroy me and make me a sad sir. We're going to go arrows, too, because that's definitely going to do a lot of damage to Collector. And we have a ton of stuff going at him that he has to stop from 3 crowning, so that's good. I might want to just go Zappies and then use Fly Machine on top of the Electro Dragon, because I bet you he goes Golem. He's like one of those players that might just Golem with that. I'm surprised he didn't. Wow. The first time in his life, he didn't all in? What? Question mark? All right, he went Golem anyway. He's dropping it towards the 3 crown, which is interesting. I think we go Royal Hogs because we have so much stuff going towards him. He's going to E-Barbs on that, right? What is happening in this game? Like, we have recruits on the tower left side. I actually literally don't even understand. These games don't make sense today. What is happening? I'm so confused. All right, we're going to go in for our Zappies here, and I'm definitely going to have to go in for a Fly Machine to kill that. He's going to go double Golem, it looks like. All right, well, that is a thing. It is a little bit scary. We still have Zappies and Fly Machine, though, so if you don't support this with an Electro Dragon evolution, it's not even that bad. The only downside is the Electro Dragon evolution is overpowered. As I said before, if he's able to get that type of chain, it is very, very bad for me. I think our game plan is to try to kill him with the Goblin Cage Evo, and then go Zappies if we can on top of the Electro Dragon. I don't know if it's going to work, but we got to kill this Electro Dragon if we have any hope of winning and defending. His tower's at 200, so we should be good, maybe? I have to go Royal Hogs. Push that off, and then go Goblin Cage again. This is really bad that, like, the tornado was so effective for him. This game is so weird right now. What are they doing to the game that I love? All right, you know what? Screw it. We're just going to arrows twice. I think that doesn't take. Oh, that sucks. All right, we have to do this. Kill the Ice Wizard, then go Royal Hogs, and then just not die to Elite Barbarians. If we get one hit, we can arrows and win, right? Screw it. We're going to arrows cycle you. We're not getting any piggy touches today, I guess. Maybe we can just do it again to pull back his Lumberjack and then cycle back to arrows. Imagine getting arrowed cycle. I hate Electro Dragon evolution with a burning passion. It made this game challenging when this guy all in and played suboptimally the entire time. So the one downside of this deck is it does struggle against Electro Dragon evolution, but you can usually snipe it with Fly Machines. And if they play really annoyingly and somehow just all in you and take a tower, you're going to be able to make things happen in the later stages of the game if you apply dual lane pressure and then get his other side weak. Because then if the second tower is weak, then you're starting in a 1-1 situation where you're up a lot of damage. After destroying an annoying Golem player that went completely balls to the walls all in, we pushed up to 2,900 in the world. It's nice to see a beautiful battle log of all wins. It'd be so sick if we won every single game up to 2,000 medals. So this will be the last game. If we can get 2,000 medals, I'll be happy. Let's go. Let's lock in. Also, we saw 20 wins in the banner, so I think this guy is going to be very good at the game, actually. So yeah, this one will be a total challenge. As I said before, I like going Goblin Cage first play instead of going Royal Recruits. But genuinely, if you play into mid ladder with this deck, I think it pretty much beats everything. Legitimately, in the game, there aren't people that are going to play perfect into Royal Recruits, and the people will make a lot of misplays. Every single person I've played against has not known how to play into Royal Recruits effectively in the past day that I've been playing this. At least until like top 1,000. I think that's where it gets super, super scary, where people are like effectively killing the Royal Recruits for cheap elixir trades. Like, this guy is going to be annoying. I think this is where it's going to start to be obnoxious, because he's going to have a pretty cost-effective trade with using his Dagger Duchesses. The Dagger Duchess is a little bit like low on ammo, so we're going to go Royal Hogs. I think if we go Lumberjack Evolution counter. No, he doesn't even have Lumberjack Evolution. I've got my Evolution. He doesn't have his. Haha. Got him. We can just go Cage here. Pull that in. Take a phenomenal trade and then get the Goblin Cage Brawler to counter push. I can Electro Spirit to kill that with no damage taken, but I do think it's better to just save the Electro Spirit with the Goblin Cage Evo. Reason is, I don't know what other distractions he's got up his sleeve. He seems like he's just running a giant beatdown deck. Oh man, that kind of sucks. You know what? We'll go Electro Spirit in the back. It's not going to do too much here, but it gives us a bit more availability to cycle and then reset the charge of his Prince, because obviously he is not going to let us reset it with the Zappies. He's going to block with the Giant all the time. So using Electro Spirit there was a bit different and better for us. He probably loses the Giant. And then I think I want to apply pressure on the right side, but it's not necessarily the right move. If we do that, we're forfeiting our ability to go in for Royal Hogs on the left, so I'm just going to do that. Yeah, I think it's too predictable, so that's the problem. We're going to go directly into Lumberjack Evolution, which is scary and hard for us to counter. But I think what I want to do, since the Mega Man is out of cycle, is to go Fly Machine early on the Lumberjack Evolution to start damaging it, and then Electro Spirit to pull it back.
What a save! Have no fear, students, because I am here.
Let's just do this. Go recruits if we can afford it, which we should be able to. Mega Minions down. Wait, this is sketch. This is super sketch. We got to go Zappies as well. We need to kill this Bomb Revolution with arrows. If this doesn't die, we're dead. Please. Okay, why is the Zappy leaving me? Yo, Zappy, we can talk about these things. Am I not paying you enough elixir? Am I not paying you bank? What the heck, man? All right, well, we're going to force the Prince to the right side because they can't lose the tower there. But there's still a lot of elixir left for our opponent. Wait. I'm just going to hold the door with recruits. Screw it. This is how you win the game. You just open arms, cycle your recruits, hands in the air, don't care, and you win. That's what's up. He's not going to cross the bridge. It's a beautiful sight to see when you got the football team blocking you and no one can sack your quarterback. No doubt in my mind, if recruits played in the Super Bowl, they'd win no losses. Clean win streak with 0 losses, up to 2,000 medals and 2,500 in the world. That's why recruits always stay my main deck. Recruit, poke the like button, subscribe for more daily content, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.